So my presentation that I did was about understanding human memory and kind of how different memory systems work. And we're going to dive a little more into this in this video. And some of the questions is how do different types of memory function, and what roles do they play in like everyday awarenessness, and then also the hypotenuse is if memory systems serve different purposes, then each different should rely on distinct brain processes and show different strengths and limitations. All right, so let's just dive right into this and start talking about the introduction. So, human memory is not one single system, it's a collection of specialized processes that store different types of information. And then psychologists typically divide this into memory into sensory memory, short term memory, and long term memory. Um, we kind of have a picture right here describing that. And then let's dive right into the vocab words. Encoding means how information enters memory, and storage is how information is maintained over time. And then retrieval is how stored information is accessed. Explicit memory is continuous recall, and then explicit memory is uncontinuous skills and habits. All right, so that actually leads me to my next point, which is the methods, and we're just gonna kind of talk about this. Some definitions is working memory right here. Wait, nope. We got working memory right here, and that is the ability to hold and manipulate information for a short period of time. We got explicit memory right here, which is recall of personal experiences. And then also we have procedural memory, which is learning motor skills like riding a bicycle. Independent variables are like types of memory that were tested, types of tasks that were asked to be memorized accurately. Dependent variables are like accuracy, reaction time, retention over time, and then some samples are like college students, older adults, or individuals with brain injuries. Is just a broad um, topic. Some common procedures are like digital scan task for working memory, word list for episodic memory, skill learning task for procedural memory, neural imaging to identify brain regions involved. Discussion first. We're going over to discussion. Um, Memory systems work together to support learning, decision making, in daily functions. Understanding how they differ helps psychologists. So, some points I've added is improved education strategies, develop treatments for memory disorders like Alzheimer's disease, design better tools for eyewitnesses testimony by understanding how episodic memory can distort things and objects, support rehabilitation for brain injury patients by using intact procedural memory to teach new habits, and then some future research should explore how digital technology affects working memory, how sleep strengthens different types of memory, and also how memory systems change across the lifespan of humans. And then we're going to dive into results. Uh, yeah. So, working memory, Baddeley and Hitch's model shows working memory has multiple component. Working memory's capacity is limited to about 4 to 7 items. That's this right here. This is their model. Episodic memory in the Irish and pigment research shows episodic memory is tied to the hippocampus. Damage to this area impairs the ability to form new episodic memories. And then symptomatic memories, studies show symptomatic memories is stored across the cortex. Anesthesia may People with anesthesia may lost episodic memory but resign symptomatic knowledge. And then we got it. We got procedural memory, and research on basal ganglia functions show procedural memories remains intact even when episodic memory is impaired. And then, in Sperling's iconic memory experiences show visual sensory memory lasts less than 1 second but holds a large amount of information. And these are also the references and my sources that I had. I couldn't really fit them on my presentation, so I just made a new slide. And I hope this video was helpful.